because I think there's a good chance they watch podcasts. When hey, I may have dated a streamer or two back in my day. Yeah, boy. Yvonne's got to make her choice only by their personality.
Love is Blind edition.
Love is Blind Yvonne edition.
I would like to comment real quick, that Android comment.
Real quick, though, Chelsea needs to clear something up.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to this week's We Were Fighting Before This. We were not fighting before this. We were just chatting. Here I'm joined with this guy's Toast, Chelsea, our wonderful producer. And Chelsea was actually telling us about something very important in her life that's happening later tonight. Go ahead, Chelsea.
Yes, so exciting news, guys. I canceled tennis. And then I'm so close to Legendary on Brawl Stars. So we're 200 points away. I will get there. If I don't, because the season ends tonight, TBD. Maybe I'll take a break. Maybe I'll keep grinding. We'll see. But I worked really hard this season to get here, so would hopefully like to get to Legendary. It would make me very happy.
Do you get this thing, like gamers get this thing, I get this thing called ranked anxiety, because you care about your rank so much that the idea of queuing up a game and risking that rank is like, ooh, I don't know if I should.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. I had that. I'm not gonna lie, like this morning I played 2 games right before the podcast and I was like, man, maybe I shouldn't, right? Because I'm ranked up. I'm 200 points away. What if I lose? And then I'll go back down. But I won. I'm really close. But it's a kid's game. I get it. I know. It's but that's why it also bothers me. It's like I don't feel good that I know that I'm playing against kids, maybe. Mm-hmm. And that my rank is still not.
What are kids in your mind? Like how old?
I believe they're like 10. Like my nieces and nephews play this game. Like I've seen them in real life, like, you know, at cafes playing the game. I know they're kids. But I also like follow the YouTubers who are like grown adults and like they're playing it. So
yeah, I would say if they're at the high level, they should be probably around the 16-year-old mark. I'm not familiar with Brawl Stars, but I don't see a lot of like kids being high level. Like they play a lot, they like to fit around it, but usually around 16 is when kids get really into gaming and you'll see some prodigies come out of it. I looked up Brawl Stars World Championship and they have their championships going on, and all I saw, they're all college age. Yeah. Like they got the dorm room set up, so they're not kids. So you're probably playing against college kids.
I think at the level I'm at, I think it's definitely not as many little kids. Mm-hmm. So I feel it because they definitely get mad and add me as a friend if I lose. And then that's when you can chat. That's when they like send you mean things. Because otherwise we're just chatting in emojis. Like we're just...
Have you accepted these friend requests?
Yeah, once. I thought like maybe I was naive. I thought they were trying to play with me again.
And then they flamed you?
Yeah, they were like, who chooses Lily on Brawl Ball? Like they flamed me. I honestly was kind of scared. I was like, oh my gosh, I've never had, like, this is too much. So I like blocked them right away.
That is so funny.
That's the classic. If you, like, me and Yvonne's been playing games for a long time. Mm-hmm. A friend request is never a good thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought they were like trying to like, yeah, let's play again. Like, let's go.
Unless you guys like were a team and you won really hard together. Usually, if you're playing against someone, it's a friend request.
Did you guys see the Drake thing where he dated 20 or where he went on 20 dates with 20 girls?
Mm-mm.
It was like
I saw clips. Yeah. Like
he ended up with like the goth baddie, and like it was quite a journey.
Yeah, that was wild to see. So that format, like 1v20, a lot of, it started with YouTube, like Jubilee types, and then streamers started doing it. We thought about doing one for Scarra, but it's all VTubers, and we wheel out 20 monitors. Because Scarra's whole thing is he's pretty big in the VTuber community. But yeah, I saw that one with Drake. I mean, I was confused because like, Drake, what are you doing, man? Well, shouldn't you be making songs? Like, why are you doing 1v20 trying to date these women? It's also funny because the girl who he ended up picking, the goth girl, I think she used to be a Twitch streamer as well. Oh. And then she transitioned into making a different kind of content. So it's been like a colliding of streaming and mainstream media. But Drake has always been into like internet content. Like his biggest thing here was his collab with Ninja way back in the day. And I was like, oh my god, Drake is playing Fortnite with Ninja. That was wild.
Would you guys be down to do a stream with Drake?
No.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna say would we be down for like a 1v20. That one Yvonne's done twice. Oh, Yvonne, did we ever talk about the one we didn't release?
I know we didn't.
You did a 20v1, 1v20?
It was
more like
1v8.
1v10 or 8, and it was twice. Yeah, we had one that we did not put out, and then we put out the second one.
Did we ever talk about the first one?
The first one, I had two of my friends in it, like people that I knew already. But to be fair, I guess I know a lot of people, so it's hard for them to find people that I don't know.
Yeah, that first one, oh man, we should tell this story. It was bad. It was bad. Offline TV does not scrap a lot of videos because we don't film that much.
Yeah.
But we filmed this after and we're like, yeah, I don't know if we can release this. It was a 1v. It was exactly the same as like the second one we filmed that we did release, which Yvonne and 8 guys. And we removed them and then we pick one. She picks one guy. A lot of people weren't prepared, and that's kind of when we learned as offline TV. It's like, oh, this is not really our forte, like doing this kind of 1v20 dating style video, because it's awkward for Yvonne, it's awkward for the guys, and it's awkward for the rest of us to try and figure out how we fit in. It's like, what do we ask? What's okay? Because we're not envelope pushers, we're not clip farmers. So what ended up happening was just a lot of awkward standing around. Yvonne, do you remember like another huge issue?
Yes, I do. I mean, I thought for the most part, it was actually okay. If anything, I thought it was more genuine, like in terms of interaction wise, than the one we did release. I felt like the one we did, like I needed a medium of the two. The first one I felt like was genuine. It was normal. It wasn't as entertaining, but it was at least like not really as outrageous. Versus the second one felt very like there were villains in the second one. So and it's fine to have like a couple villains, but I think there were like so many that it didn't feel as genuine, which is I think my criticism of either myself or like the video. But there was a very big issue with the first one, was that it was just not very diverse. It was all Asians, almost like all Asians except for one, I think. And then I was like,
it was one non-Asian.
Is this? And I don't even think it was planned that way, because some of them were phone calls. They were making phone calls on trying to like cast people, and it was also last minute. So they were just like, this person has a friend, this person has a friend. We're like casting for people right now. Have a phone call with them. They seem fine, just off of the phone call. So it's like, okay, we cast them. Ended up being all Asian except for one. And
yeah, it was awkward because like the one like Yvonne doesn't discriminate based on race. Like I think she dated a lot of Asians, but she doesn't really have a problem like dating outside of her race.
Yeah.
The issue wasn't that he was not Asian. He was also just like not in the space at all. Like he was like someone who moved to LA to try and like be an actor and had no idea nothing about gaming, nothing about like anime or just things traditionally Yvonne's into. And that itself is fun as well, because you want to date outside your wheelhouse. The problem is, it was like 7 Asian guys who played Valorant, who listened to Keshi, who drank boba, who like also like half of them knew Yvonne, so they all can like talk to each other and banter. And then just one person who is completely like didn't know what he was signing up for. And it was just a little awkward, and like him being left out of, like, he couldn't relate to any conversation about anything.
Really? I thought it was fine.
Everyone.
Oh, you couldn't? I don't remember.
I remember it differently.
Oh.
It felt like he kind of stood out, and there's nothing wrong with standing out if he was trying to content farm.
I see.
But it just felt like he was put in a position like, oh, like
Well, he made it to the top 3, but the problem with him is I also heard he got canceled later for some other thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that was crazy. But I basically there was a portion of the video where it was like I couldn't see them and I could only hear voices of all the guys, and I recognized one of the voices right away. So I knew one was a friend, and then the other one said his name, and then I also instantly recognized his voice as well. So
Was that the guy who got canceled?
No.
It was a different guy.
It was a different guy, yeah. It was the
Didn't
one
one of
who
the-
wasn't Asian. It was like the one guy who was not Asian apparently got canceled later.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Got it.
But
yeah, it was bad.
yeah, I overall just didn't I don't know. I thought I actually liked myself more in that video than I did the second video. I don't really think the second video I liked myself because I didn't feel comfortable. I was very awkward and I felt it the entire time. Because I think in that type of situation, I've just never been like somebody who had all the attention on her when it came to dating too. I'm like supposed to be critiquing these people and it feels bad to be like critiquing someone to their face with something that's so personal. I don't know.
Yeah. And then you then have to like ask them to leave.
Yeah. And I
You gotta go.
I ran into one of the guys at a 100 Thieves party. He was just like, "Hi, Yvonne, I was on your dating show." I was like, oh my God, hi, good to see you. One of the guys ended up also like, I'm from the last shoot, ended up hitting on me at like a different thing too. I'm just like, this is weird. This is weird. I don't know how I feel about all this.
I gotta watch this. I have it open, and then I was like, okay, this is the lineup. All right, I'll watch this when I go home today.
It hurts me to watch.
Yeah.
Would you do this again? No.
I actually would do it again if it was the most plain. Like, I prefer just a genuine cast because I think that will do the best, actually. Like, I actually don't think there needs to be created content with it in a way.
Right. How about this? While I'm at the studio, I'll have my friends, like I'll got 5 friends, and we can do like a speed dating here on the pod. Like, they can sit here while Toast and I are on like a different call, and we can evaluate.
Look, if you can find 5 guys,
I have 5 guys. Yeah, I'm
you got 5 guys
for sure.
Holy.
I feel like there's more single guys like that in my proximity than I know females. So yeah.
Oh yeah, banger segment idea, Chelsea. But they can't show their face until after. Yvonne's gotta make her choice only by their personality.
Love is Blind edition.
Love is Blind Yvonne edition. And then when we show his face at the end, once Yvonne makes her choice.
And I got diverse friends. They're not just Asian. So
Mm.
if you're down, I'm down. I'm sure they will be down as well.
I think it'd be a fun segment.
Yeah, we don't show their face.
Yeah, and you're not in the same room, so it's easier to say, "Hey, you're not it. Get out of here."
Yeah, I would be in a place where I feel very comfortable.
Okay, good. Oh, wow. Okay, fun. All right. Well, I'll start doing my little scoping for you. I have some tennis guy friends who are very nice, very kind, and they're also looking for their one. So, and age appropriate, yeah.
I'm glad we have to throw an age of
Like, I'm not gonna throw her like a 21-year-old.
No.
All right.
Oh.
What's age appropriate for you again, Yvonne?
Okay, screw you.
What a genuine question.
I thought you were fucking being snarky with me again.
Because I know you're open to dating younger, not super younger, but like a little younger, right? What's like okay for you?
You know, I have said like hope 27, but at the same time, the thought like of someone who's 27 still feels too young. Like 27, you're in your late 30s, or sorry, late 20s, but like I feel like I would love 30 plus. I would.
I got you. They're all 30 that I know.
Yeah. Like I need them to hopefully be in the mindset of like, we're not really trying to fuck around too much, you know? If I was seriously dating, you know, like that's what I would, because I would think that honestly, even 27 does feel young. Like 27, I didn't I don't even know if I want to like settle down completely or like what I wanted at the time. I feel much more settled in my 30s.
This is good. Yvonne knows what she wants. You'll know in your gut when you meet the person. So
This is true.
we'll give it a try. And then I'll bring out my DreamWorks friend out that I mentioned like 10 times on the podcast and he still doesn't know. The day I tell him, he's gonna go look back at the podcast and be like, Chelsea, why? A million different times.
Oh, God.
Okay, so Chelsea, when do you think you can get those guys ready by?
I think like in 2 weeks. Give me 3. I got you.
All right, that sounds good. Tune in 3 weeks where Chelsea brings on 5 guys. I think this will be so fun as a listener to like hear the audio where you're driving your car and you're just listening to the speed dating on your pod. This is a brilliant idea.
It is a
We should
banger
make, like,
idea.
I'm hoping it doesn't work out, so this could be like a repeated like segment every month. We bring out 5
Do you want
guys
me
on the
to be alone
podcast.
forever every month? You think I'm not gonna?
Every month, 5 guys until we find the one. Wait, a blind dating podcast, genius.
Yeah, and then we bring in
Honestly,
Scarra,
genius.
please, because we want to help him out too.
Oh, we start doing it for all of our
Scarra.
friends. We start.
Wait, I think there's a market here.
think
You might be
so,
on like
too.
a podcast that's just speed
Oh
dating
my God.
for different people. You might be onto something.
Shit.
We start with Yvonne, and it's I got you. Tennis friends, industry, like not industry people.
Mhm.
Yeah, Chelsea, you might have a nugget on your hand right here, and you could maybe we'll run with it one day.
I went on another date.
Oh, a second date! How exciting!
Second and first date. So
Huh?
at what point do you
How does that doesn't make sense?
Okay,
You can't
okay.
go back.
Okay, let everyone lock in with me here, okay? And be real with me, all right? Because I am not I haven't dated around, and that sounds bad. But like every relationship that I've had has come from a friendship. So I've never really been in like I'm dating right now type of thing. Like I'm going to go date around and see like who's most compatible with me. It's always been, I'm out of a relationship and I don't want to date. And then I happen to catch feelings for someone or something happens, right? So this is the first time where there's like age pressure, dating pressure a little bit. So I've been wanting to like, date and find my person that I'm probably going to spend the rest of my life with, ideally. And at what point, when you're in this super, super early date, like going on little dates and stuff here and there, do you tell the people that you're going on dates with that you're going on dates with other people? I would think that that's assumed usually, because like it's so early that they might also assume that you're going on other dates and you don't need to explicitly say that. So what's like?
Ooh,
What's
that's
it?
an excellent question. What is right? Chelsea, you got an opinion on this? I don't really know myself.
Well, I feel, Yvonne, it's up to I feel like everyone's obviously like moving around differently when they date. So I think your gut will know, right? Your intuition will know, hey, I think this is the right time to tell the guy. Probably maybe sooner than later. But it's also like, if it's just like friendly first dates, I think you don't need to owe the guy like the first sentence, like, hey, I'm seeing other people, right?
Yeah.
But I think your gut knows like when it's the right moment. When do you think right now? Like you're like, okay, maybe like 2 dates in?
No, I think 2 is too early still. I mean, like, there's parts of me that think like I don't owe them that yet, because how often do we like it's literally like a once a week maybe I might see this person type of thing, or I don't know. It's definitely one of those things where later, if you guys do date and you're in a relationship, it would have been very much appreciated at the beginning. But at the same time, you don't know if you're gonna even get there. So hard to say.
Yeah, there's like it's good to say it at the very beginning, or it's good to say at the very end where it's too late to do anything about it. I think in the middle is when it's the hardest, when you're both like still not 100% committed.
Mhm.
But if they found out through like maybe not you, like it's a sitcom situation. You're walking down with this guy who's your date, and then you run into like another guy maybe that you've been on dates with, and then he hits you with oh, how do you know him?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, oh, you either tell the truth, which is gonna suck,
Mm-hmm.
or you say he's just a friend and he finds out that's not the case, then it would really, really suck. I don't think you do it on the first date because, yeah, it's a first date. No one's owed anything. No one's entitled to anything. Second date is like, okay, maybe you like them enough to go on a second date. And if you want to start things off right, maybe it's something like, hey, just so you know, I'm also like going on dates with other people, but it's casual. I think once I guess if any relationship or any of these dates progress to the physical, both parties should know. And I think some people would also be fine. It's like, oh, it's okay that, you're sleeping with someone else you're dating, as long as they also have that expectation. It's like, oh, we're just casually dating and like maybe hooking up with people. But that's when I would probably think about saying something to either party.
Yeah. I don't think I'm there yet.
But yeah, I mean, if it's first date or second date, I don't think you're owed anything. You don't owe them anything to like say, hey, I'm seeing other people on a date, because that's gonna kill the vibes a tiny
I know.
bit,
It's just like, yeah, that would kill the vibes. I just think like it's an assumption that if you guys either are super early or if you met on like a dating app, that like you're gonna be seeing other people because that's how you guys met at the same time, right? So
yeah, like especially a dating app path where it's like proven that you're both looking around.
Mhm.
But if it's not a dating app, it really depends. I would maybe err on the side of like there's no downside to, even if it kills the vibes, just being transparent. It's like, hey, let's talk about this. Let's talk about like what we're okay with, like what's happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you assume, technically it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission kind of logic. But I would really suggest being clear up front so that there's no way for someone to get hurt.
I agree. But this is good. Yvonne's out there. We support. Are you happy? Vibes are good?
Yeah, I think so. I think, well, I don't know. I think there's always this thing where when you get into a relationship sometimes, or not even a relationship, or even going on dates, where it's like you don't want to compare or think about an ex or other things, right? But it's like you naturally will, because those are the things that you can relate to in that regard. Like, this person has similar interests to me in this person like this, It's not good to think about it that way, and I don't like to do that, but yeah, they'll like pass by and I'll be like, dang, I really like that we shared similar interests in music. But the thing is, even if you don't share similar interests in music this way, you'll share similar interests in other ways that make you also compatible with the other person. It's just a matter of how important these things are to you. For me, music is fairly important because I like going to festivals. I like going to concerts a lot. Like live, I love live music. I love yeah. And I just think, okay, well, if they don't like musicals, then at least I have Leslie. I have like my other friends who do. But it was so nice when I did date someone who also liked musicals, because it's just something you could like enjoy together. And like I'm singing the freaking Alphaba's part, they're singing like Glinda's part or something, Yeah, that's just it.
Hey, I think I was being too polite 2 minutes ago. Yvonne, you should tell both guys you're dating, like you're dating multiple people, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It's more I think you might put yourself in a very sticky situation if you don't do it earlier than later. Because I think I know you a little bit. I think it will actually get way harder in 1 month and 2 months on day 3 and 4, where it's kind of like, oh, things are going so well. Like, how do I even begin to like tell them? I went through this a little bit with someone I dated. They told me like 4 months after we like were exclusive and we're dating. It's like, oh yeah, that night we like met, I was actually still talking to, like, had a conversation with another guy. And I remember being really sad about it, even though, like, yeah, it was the beginning. But I remember thinking, oh, like, that was really special to me. Like, I thought we hit it off and then we had a really good connection. And it made me feel like up to that point, she was still like, option A, option B. And it really affected me for a while. And that she kind of dropped it 4 months into like our dating. Like, I remember feeling bad. It's kind of like, it almost feels like, it reminds me of the time I flew to Korea with my mom, and she said, oh, I know I said we were here to see your grandma, but she's been dead for 6 months. And I was like, I can't be sad about it, I guess. But I kind of planned around it. It's like, the option to be mad about it was taken from me in some way.
Yeah.
Or like the option to think to myself, oh, now how do I feel about the fact that I'm dating you only, but you were dating other people? Like, you had the right, yes. But on some level, I would have liked the right to know that it was happening as well.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I think if it ever got to that point where it felt like I should have that conversation, I think I can do it. I think even if it's awkward, I will still do it. Or even if I'm afraid, I think I just like F it, do it, because I think it's the right thing to do. My thing is that, or the reason why I'm not doing it, because one, I think it is too early. I think it will just kill the vibes. And also it's like so early that like, even if they were dating other people, I wouldn't be hurt by it. Like months from now, I would also still be like, yeah, well, you know, I was like, you're in the stage where you're trying. And also at our age, I also feel like is a little more, maybe I'm being biased to myself. I feel like I would be a bit more forgiving, because if they said that they were trying to find somebody that they want to spend the rest of their life with, they should date around. Like, you should be trying to like, because you're not like dating around. I think it's different than when you're 20 years old or when you're a lot younger and you're like dating around to like, you know, date multiple people because you also want to explore and do other things. But I think something that's much more intentional is a little more forgiving when you're hearing about it in that way. That, and to me at least. But people are still fine to feel how they feel. I just feel like I also have a right to like, and I could still tell them. It's just I'm waiting until it like feels appropriate a little more appropriate too, I guess.
Do you think there's a possible downside to being upfront early?
No, I also think like in a way I could tell them, not like, oh, I'm going on like dates and all these things, but it's more like, hey, I'm looking for like, what I'm looking for right now is something serious, long term. And so they know that I am like not set on this exactly, because I'm looking for something that fits long term.
I think that's why they have the exclusive conversations, right? Because it's like now in dating, a lot of times it's, you gotta have the talk about like, oh, are we exclusive, right? Before you are boyfriend and girlfriend. At least in America, I feel like we...
Yeah. The problem with that is like, I think if you're gonna have the exclusive conversation, you're like a little far down the line. You know what I mean? Like, it's no longer as early as like, oh, these are a couple dates.
What does it mean before exclusivity, right? So that means like, in my head, it was like, you can just, they're still allowed to date others, right? Because you're not exclusive.
Yeah, well, there's a gray area. There's an awkward gray area where like, if you're hanging out with each other a lot, but you haven't had the exclusivity conversation, that if you know that if you weren't exclusive with them, that it would be bad. You know what I mean? There's this like,
this is Love Island, and that is Love Island. This is literally the issue with why people get so mad before the exclusive conversation.
Yeah. It's like, you just know that it's not going to go well, even though You're like, we haven't had the conversation yet, but sometimes it's all vibes.
Right, the vibes, exactly.
The vibes.
I mean, Toast, you watch Love Island, so you.
It's funny. Love Island, it's marketed as like, hey, everyone talks to everyone. But day one, everyone's locked in. But they're like, oh, we're just vibing out. And if a guy talks to another girl out of their couple, or a girl talks to another guy out of their couple, holy shit, like the girl is mad, the guy is mad. It's like, how dare you? How dare you disrespect me? And then they will say, it's not that you talk to other girls, but it's because of the way you move, the way you like weren't transparent, the way you like didn't tell me. So Love Island's funny. The American version, they call it Love Island. And the people who get kicked off the show are the guys who and the girls who talk to multiple people, because they're like, "Oh, your connection is not that strong because you talk to 3 different guys, 3 different girls. So that's why we're booting you off the show." It actually runs contrary to the whole theme of Love Island, where it's like you're supposed to talk to everyone. And I feel like it applies here. It's like if you're dating around trying to find someone you're gonna settle down with, you're supposed to talk to as much people as you can. You should go on dates with like a lot of people, because this is a huge decision. But inevitably, people will just get their feelings hurt because it's just so hard to be on the same page as everyone. A lot of people will go into like a Hinge date with different expectations, like one of those app dates. And if you are meeting a guy outside of those who are more traditional, maybe through like, being introduced by a friend, that can also set different expectations, because now there's a third party involved and you can't just like date them and like this like on a dating app, you can ghost someone. It's really shitty, but you can just ghost someone if you're not feeling it or if they're being like bad. But I've heard of a story. I'm gonna drop names, expose them. Anyway, Broden. I remember hearing something about Broden where he went on a date that was set up by a friend, but it didn't go well and then created some issues. And I'm sure like it happened with a lot of people in our friend group, but like it's very different when there's a mutual friend involved.
Yeah.
Because it's not just like if you're shitty on that date, your friend's gonna know as well. So it's difficult to navigate.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I've just never experienced this in this way. So I'm having like avoidance issue. The thing is, it's crazy because me in a relationship, I am very secure and I am pretty open with like talking. I can feel awkward and I can feel the avoidance, but in a relationship, I think it's best to lay things out and just talk about it. But in a pre-relationship, I'm trying to force myself to not be avoidant because I don't know, it's so weird when and it's probably not, actually, no, it's probably not that weird. But when I'm closer to someone, when I like someone and when I want to invest in someone, I have no problem being very confrontational, being very like honest and open. And then prior to that, I just feel like I don't have to tell them everything, but not in like the bad way, just in like I don't think it's in the bad way. I don't know.
Toast is like cheesing over you. Why is that like?
Huh? I think I worry about a vibes thing in the prior to that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, it's a vibe killer, but I think it'll save you a headache down the line.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But I just like, God, I think early stage dating is so complicated to like maneuver. I feel like there's like landmines and there are just things you have to like drive around and you're not sure like what to do.
I think it's like treat them how you would treat yourself, right? Or like in that situation.
Like how you would want to be treated, yeah.
Exactly. Like I think simply put, like if you want to invest this much, right? Like you would hope this person does as well.
Yeah. Like I try to put myself in the shoes of if it were inverse, would I be okay with that in the beginning stage?
Well, sometimes the vibes aren't good, right? And then someone ends up crying. Where do you guys think it's like the best place to have a little good cry? LA, Vancouver, in your car, public spaces? Where do you guys go?
I feel very pathetic when it's in my car. The times I've cried in my car, I feel like it's like a scenery thing. It makes me extra sad.
But like, what's like a good place? Like, you feel best. Like, this is a good cry.
Oh,
Like,
good cry. Definitely at home, on the couch or in my bedroom.
okay, not home. Like anywhere else but home.
Oh.
Like in a public space or like anywhere else but home.
If it has to be a public space, I feel like the car is the best place because it's more private and no one can see you as easily.
I'd go with car.
Yeah.
It's the most introspective place because you're by yourself and you're like, go into a place. Like, where's your destination? Driving towards your future. Everyone else is kind of like mid. Like, if you're around friends, it could be nice for the comfort.
Yeah.
But sometimes, as guys, you don't want to cry around your friends, especially. The car is a good place. On top of a mountain that you just summited, that's too performative. In the car, yeah, that's nice. I definitely sympathize with Yvonne's like plight of not wanting to kill the vibes. I remember like very briefly when I was on the apps, to just talking to someone and then they having high expectations and talking about like planning stuff, and your head is like, oh, but I just maybe you're not feeling the date or feeling the future, and you kind of have to kill the vibes, pump the brakes a little. If there's one thing I wish younger Toast did better when he was dating, is being okay with hurting someone's feelings.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times it's so hard, especially as a guy. Like you're gonna say something and the girl's gonna cry because she's sad, and you're like, oh no, actually can work out. Actually, maybe we can give it a shot, because you're just afraid to hurt someone's feeling. You want to think about, okay, well, how can I make the situation better, right? But you're gonna hurt her over the long term, yourself over the long term, instead of just being very honest. Like, oh, this is the reason why it's not gonna work, or this is what I have a problem with, instead of building it up, resenting it. And having those conversations early with someone you just dated is also like, well, do I want to have this conversation because we just dated? It might not even work out. It's like, why would I want to go through this?
It's interesting because it also is dependent on who the other person is. Also, sometimes like some people make it you feel like it's very easy to have these conversations, and some people it does not feel that way.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah. If they're not reciprocating or like, bouncing back, it's a bit harder to like start that conversation.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do?
I don't know. Maybe like hope that we talk about relationships one day so that I could bring it up, or I'll bring it up. I mean, I'll bring it up. It's easy to talk about relationships, right? So.
Or do they watch the podcast? Like, do they like?
I hope not. I hope to.
They're gonna see this conversation.
Maybe this is the plan. They watch the. Hey, yo, Corey, turn this into a clip, and they'll come across it, and it's like, so I saw that clip, and I'm glad I did. You want to have a conversation? That would take like the awkwardness out of your hand.
This is also another conflict that I have with having the podcast and having dates and all these kind of things. Is like, I would love to talk about it because I think it's like great for the podcast, but at the same time, like I don't know if the person that I'm seeing or other things like wants to see the stuff online, because it could be a very private matter, intimate matter and stuff, or like they didn't expect it to be aired, and so that's my hesitancy also when I'm thinking about what to say. I just don't want to be disrespectful while at the same time wanting to be able to share it, because my life, I do want to share it. It's just so it's a bit conflicting.
Okay, let's say they come across this podcast somehow. They see this clip. Now's your platform, Yvonne. What would you like to say?
Oh, God.
Well, imagine because I think there's a good chance they watch podcasts. When hey, I may have dated a streamer or two back in my day. And early on, I'm going to be honest, I was consuming their content, and a lot of times when I've dated people, they like early stages, they would be watching my streams, going through my stuff, learning about me. So chances are, if they know who you are and know you have a podcast, chances are they're tuning in right now.
That's what I don't want, but I also don't know if they're the type to. You know what I mean? Like they You're like nodding like it is.
Unless they're an absolute normie and they don't know who you were and don't know how to use a computer, then yeah, maybe they won't see it. But
there's a chance they didn't see it. Crazy coincidence is if we went to go eat the other like days ago and he did pay for the meal.
You're saying you went on a second date with the guy.
It wasn't supposed to be a date. It was not a date.
It was not a date.
It was not a date. Like we were gonna go eat with other friends.
But then what happened? So was it? Did it end up being a date?
Everyone bailed. Everyone bailed.
You just fell for the hook, line, and sinker. Hey guys, let's all gather at this place with 6 of our. Damn! They canceled.
No. It wasn't supposed to be like that. It was just like he asked to get food, and then I was already gonna get food with friends, and I was like, why not combine it? And then all of the friends ended up dipping for other things for their own reasons, and then that was what happened. And
this is like a child saying, yeah, Santa Claus is real. I saw him. Okay, I saw him. I took a picture. He just had to leave and climb up the chimney.
Yeah, that was it.
Wait, what did you say about him paying?
Oh, he paid, which is why I'm laughing, because I think, like, if Toast is like, oh, they definitely watch everything, then I'd be like,
oh.
But, I mean, he could have done that on his own, too. You know, like, it's very, very possible.
We don't want to judge a man. This is, we don't know the guy.
It's just if we're saying that and like, oh God, no, nothing. It's fine.
I feel like whatever you want out there, it's all positive. It has never been negative about these, the men that you've spoken about. So
they are great. I just don't know how compatible I am with people, That's a tough part. I feel so damn picky. And I know I've seen people say Yvonne has insane standards and she's so blah, blah, blah.
Wait, who said that?
Some chatters, commenters. When it was like they're at 10, but blah, blah, blah. They're like, Yvonne's standards so high. I'm like,
yeah, I'm gonna be honest. You were handing out zeros for someone breathing or not eating some kind of
food.
food.
Rude to waiters? Are you kidding me? I don't give a shit if you're a 10. I stand on business with that. But like, God forbid, I just think about practicality of how I would feel on a day-to-day basis if they did do these things, I'm being realistic on how I would feel.
A lot of times, toxic comments towards you, I'm like, hey, that's really mean and unfair. Not this time. I think they should be more toxic towards you. They gotta shame you into lowering your standards.
Hey, you're my friend. You should not be saying that. Are you kidding me right now? You're rage baiting me. Oh my god. You're rage baiting me.
Chatters, leave something even more toxic.
No!
Be even
guys,
meaner.
You have to reinforce it. No way. Like, you guys should be like, yes, queen, you deserve to have some standards.
Yes, queen, you deserve to have those standards. I agree.
Thank you.
You too, Toast. You deserve those standards as well. And me too. Me as well.
Stop thinking about it.
Wasn't it like he's a 10, but if he doesn't like Asian food, he's a 0?
No, not 0.
What was it?
I can't remember. Did I say 6? Did I say 5? Something along the lines of that.
Yeah.
But it's because I love Asian food so much. Are you kidding? Like, I grew up with Chinese food. I love Chinese food.
Well, everyone's entitled to their opinions, but I would like to comment real quick, that Android comment. I will real quick
though. Chelsea needs to clear something up.
This is a good segue since I totally hear you guys. Yes. I said it really quickly. I said like, oh, they're a 10, but like they use Android, so he's a 0. For you all to know, I don't mind whatever OS system you use, because that comment was really about my fiance. I read all the comments and like it was getting kind of intense at a moment because they were like, she's an elitist, you know, she thinks like, you know, Apple supremacy, blah blah blah. I hear you. I agree. I'm not that big of an Apple fan, to be honest. My battery life goes out all the time. I'm in the Apple store. They tell me like, I don't really love Apple.
No, it's I on business, man. You're backpedaling.
Okay, wait, actually true.
Don't fuck with Apple. Now that I think about it.
No. No, you know, actually, I talked to Scarra right before this. I was like, Scarra, guess what? I kind of like, you know, I think I need to say sorry to the Android users. He's like, no, Chelsea, stand on your ground. Stand on your ground. Don't say sorry. But I would just like to make it known. It was nothing about Android user. It was just about like, I like to have the same OS as my partner because we're long distance. So it's like, it makes sense for us, but you use what you want to use. I use an Android in China. So, I hope we feel chill about it. I'll stand on my ground for other things like pickleball, but like this one, I was like, okay.
Wait, but Chelsea, you liked my pickleball story the other day. I saw it and I screenshotted it.
I did, Yvonne. Yes, I saw you play pickleball. I was like, okay, yeah. Queen.
And it was funny because I saw you like that story and I was like, is this a performative like?
Well, I was just like, nice. Yeah. That's that. I'll stand on my business, but I feel you guys. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I put a little Easter egg in the thumbnail last week where I put the green bubble instead of the blue bubble in the thumbnail.
I know, I saw that and I was like, are you trying to appease to the Android users with this thumbnail?
Yeah, it was just like a little Easter egg for you guys who may have taken it personally, but you guys are all 10s.
Gun to her head.
Oh, wait, so I forgot my charger for my laptop, and I was like, Scarra, do you have a USB-C for my MacBook? He's like, I only use Android products. He's like, I don't have any Apple products.
Wait, Scarra said he's going to play tennis with you on Tuesday, tomorrow.
Yes, we're playing tennis. Guys, I'm so excited. I have a nice new racket for him. I gave him one, but it's all pink, so I have like a black one for him. Mm-hmm. And we're just gonna do a little hitting session.
You gotta make him like look real good, like set it up for him, you know, like eat good shots.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be up to him too, to like, you know, play.
I don't know if I've ever seen Scar play tennis.
I haven't either. Have you, Toes, seen him?
But he talks like he's played before. Like, it would not surprise me if he was actually good.
He said he played a lot when he was a kid and into high school. Like he was on a team.
Oh, wow.
So I'm not expecting, but we'll have a good time. I'll pick him up.
Mm-hmm.
I'll drive to our tennis club. I booked a court like kind of like below, so like we're not surrounded by too many people, and we'll just do a little hitting session. Okay. And I'll report back.
Yeah, and then you and Scarra have to. Are your friends gonna be there?
I would no. I'm not gonna set him up like that. That would be kind of. I feel like that
would be bad.
Yeah, that'd be not okay. But next time, and I did say to him when he was showing me his Riftbound cards earlier today, I said to him, "I think you need a woman." I was like, I think you need a woman.
Oh my god.
There's actually a good amount of girls in the Riftbound scene, in the trading card scene. It's probably like, you know, in terms of nerdy hobbies, one of the most equal in kind of gender distribution. So you know, maybe he meets a Riftbound girly.
I think that he would love that.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But how are you guys? How was your guys' weekend, Yvonne, Toes?
It was pretty good. I had a nice, pleasant weekend. Had a board game night with some friends. It was really fun. And we played Blood on the Clock Tower, which I've been trying to get OTV to do a video on forever. Like, it would be so fun to do. And then we actually do have a copy of Blood on the Clock Tower now, I think, that we could use.
Yeah, that was mine. I waited 4 months for it.
Was it yours, or I don't know? Iman, like Pokey, says she also has one that we could use, and then I think we could also live with Leslie. But there's a lot we could use, and yeah, every time I play, I just think like I really want OTV and friends to like make this video. It'd be epic.
Yeah, I was reading up on it because the videos do, like, if it's well produced, it gets a lot of views. There's this group by Smosh, obviously, I think they're Smosh. They've been around forever. And then they do a Blood on the Clock Tower series, and they've only done like 3 episodes over 2 years, and I think it's their most popular episode because people love social deception after all this time. It just seems really complicated because there's so much things going on.
Yeah, but when you play, it's a little less in terms of the roles are a little more straightforward. It's like confusing to absorb everything in the beginning. But it's like one of those games where once you play a couple times, you're like, oh, I see. But there are also obviously more complexities and fun deception stuff as you do dig into it further. But in general, it's just more intimidating to learn at first, but very, very fun. A lot of friend groups that I know actually started playing it more and more and more. And then I don't even remember what I did the rest of my. I took a full break day one of the weekend, just laid down on the couch and was a degenerate. And then Scarra came over, just to hang out a little bit, and we watched some LCS. And then Abe and Ray also came over, and we cracked some packs, and it was just fun. How about you, Toast? What did you do?
I had my League of Legends tournament last week,
right.
And before that I went to Whistler, which is this ski town, but it's not winter. It's kind of like this retreat up north here in Canada that a lot of people go to. I noticed a really weird thing. We went to Banff, and every worker there was Australian. The bellhop was Australian. The receptionist was Australian. The taxi driver was Australian. Everyone was Australian. And I went to Whistler this past week, and everyone was Australian again. All the people who worked there.
Oh, what the?
And I don't know, if Canada and Australia have this exchange where all Australians for the summer go to Canadian vacation spots and work there. But it really surprised me at how many Australians there were. At least I think they were Australian. I just assumed because of their accents. But it was nice. Went with my girlfriend, went with my family, and the newborn baby in my house. So that's been exciting. I'm learning to be an uncle to this child. It's really cool watching a baby go from a thing,
a thing,
just a ball of flesh, and to learning, processing.
Yeah.
Starting to make noises, growing hair. Wow, the miracle of childbirth.
Yeah. That is crazy. And think about when I would have kids, and ideally I wouldn't want to have them too old, but while at the same time can't imagine having them anytime soon. So I don't know. I would like to have them earlier so that my body can recover maybe more easily and less complications and all this kind of stuff. But at the same time, God, I still feel like a kid.
Yeah, it's different for streamers in our age group because a lot of us are still kids, but no one in our friend group have kids, and everyone is the youngest person is probably 30 now because everyone's aging up. And when you think about, in our parents' era, or even our friends from high school or college, they had kids when they were 25.
Well, not even only
26.
kids, but not even a lot of our friends are married.
Yeah.
So aside from if you even want to get married, there's just not that many people who even people that I talk to who are want to get married. None of them are.
Some of us don't even have a boyfriend yet.
Yeah. Okay. And
yeah. So imagine how much catching up they would have to do. Or girlfriends. Sorry, I should have. Boyfriends or girlfriends.
Catching up.
But that's going to do it for us. Thank you all so much for listening. Please subscribe to our Patreon if you want more behind the scenes content. Other than that, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.